Well, hello and welcome back, and thank you for coming back. Today, well, we're in downtown Kato, Paphos. You've probably guessed that by now. And we're going to have a little walk around the Kato Paphos Bar Street area and see what's going on. And as usual, I've brought a friend, Miss Ochin Gracivia LaBouffe. What have you got to say? Oh.
Hello everybody, how are you today? How nice to see you again. Should I come out? I
Right.
thought it's a vitrine.
Come on, LaBouffe. That's not a vitrine, that's for sure. That's the, well, what's left of one of the bars that was on Bar Street. Unfortunately, it had some bad times before COVID-19 came along, and then it had some worse times afterwards. But they are going to refurbish this bar, and they are going to refurbish the upstairs and make that into a couple of apartments on the back here, and then two further apartments on the front, which will have very nice views to die for. And they're going to turn that into a bistro bar. It won't be open this year, obviously. It's going to take quite a long time, but for next year it'll be open. Anyway, let's have a look along Bar Street a bit.
I still wonder how are these kiosks
Surviving.
still surviving?
Well, if you understand, there are quite a few residential park places behind Bar Street. If I show you through these windows over there, that gap, if we're going to have a look, go on the booth, because just behind there is quite a big car park, and then all around there are residential properties. And these are the sort of, I don't want to use the word slum, but these are, for want of a better word, the slum areas of Paphos to the rear of the, well, Paphos Bar Street. They're not all slums, obviously. As you can see up there, and as you can see up there, there's some washing. So there's quite a few people living in this area. Quite a few people work on the Bar Street area, and of course a lot of them don't work on the Bar Street area. So we're taking you around parts that, shall we say, no tourist video wants to show you. Let's go up to the other booth and let's have a wander around. So in the distance over there behind the LaBouffe, you've got what's called the Loft Club, which is the original nightclub winner. So it won a competition in about 2003, 2004, if I remember rightly. And it's a very, very nice property, very, very nice location. And if you want to party, that's where you go. And then to the rear of that, there's been two, they look like new blocks, but they're actually refurbished. So that's refurbished hotel apartment accommodation. And then all around us, again, for want of a better word, if you look very carefully, they look a little bit slummy. All parts of the world have to have this. Properties which have had neglect, again, if we show you over there, these are apartments above some of the Bar Street bars. And just over there, this is the rear of the supermarket, which is called Pop Life. Okay, so that's the rear of the Pop Life supermarket. We'll take you to the car park and we'll wiggle our way down, and we will come round the front of the Pop Life supermarket. It sells all sorts of food, but it sells all sorts of bits and bobs. It used to be an electrical shop. It used to be called Pop Life Electricals when I got here, and it sold all sorts of glasses and cutlery and you name it, it sold it. Over the years, it's morphed into more of a food supermarket, but it still sells pretty much everything you could ever want. If you're coming here for a week's holiday, for example, go there. Quite cheap. You can get anything from shoes to bikinis to sunglasses to hats to food.
Towels,
Everything.
Everything.
Yeah, absolutely everything.
Yeah.
So if you arrive with just, say, a small bag, lots of people do, and then they realise that they haven't got a hairbrush, or they realise they haven't got a baseball cap, or they haven't got a pair of shoes or trainers, whatever. If you pop to Pop Life supermarket, you'll get pretty much everything you could ever ask for. Not the best quality, but it'll be cheap. Now, I've got a feeling, LaBouffe, that some of us, well, you in particular, is going to be crawling through that gap.
No,
and I'm going to film it.
We can
think of the views, LaBouffe.
think of the view.
Yeah, that's right. So, go on. That's it. You have a little crawl, because I don't think we can get through there. Yes, we can. Come on, LaBouffe. Someone's already made an easier entrance for us. To be honest, I was looking forward to you crawling under. And I'm sure the viewers were too. Anyway, We are now in the car park to the rear or the side, and there you can see clearly it says Pop Life Supermarkets. So they are pretty much island wide now. Their main distribution is in downtown Limassol. I know that's not of much interest to most of our viewers, but that's where it is, because I've been to it and it's absolutely huge. And there's lorries going in and out of it, supplying their supermarkets up and down the island daily, obviously. They've got very, very big lorries, and it is, like I say, it's quite a big supermarket chain now. So, Labu, what have you got to say?
Well, it's not really big, but there is everything what you will need while your holidays. And as Paul said, you should come here, and if you don't want to take the things that you bought with you, then you can leave them here.
Yeah, you can just discard them at the end of the day, because
them.
they're quite cheap. Here again, I don't like to use the word slum because I understand I'm insulting people. But if we look at the rear of these properties here, shall we say that they've seen better days? That's the politest way to do it. And then this street takes us back down to the Bubbles Bar and the Boogie Woogie Woogie Bar. So that's to give you an idea. If you're looking for Pop Life, which is this big orange building, quite a big building, or it appears to be quite a big building. When you actually go inside, to be honest, it's not actually that big, but it sells whatever you want, that is for sure. And then back down here, so if you were trying to find it, if you came up Bar Street and you found the Bubbles Bar or the Boogie Woogie 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 Bar, as we call it, the karaoke bar, right across there is a left turn, depending which way you're going, or a right turn. Sorry, Labu?
There's very many flags.
Flags? There is, that's right. What's this place? This place is called Sports Club, Pub, Cafe and Coffee Shop Taverna, and it's a cabar as well. It's quite a nice place actually, look at that. Huge, absolutely huge. I've never been to it, no. But again, if you are passing on your travels, quite a nice place to come. There you are, nice kind gentleman. What's your name, sir? What's your name? Robert. Seems like a nice gentleman. He's sitting there. Hopefully he's on Marika and me. And he's given us a menu and a price list. Nice guy. Thanks very much. See you later. So there is the side to the extension to the notorious bar. And there's workers frantically working on it, as you can see. And they've built a brand new wall. So this is a brand new wall. This is totally new from last week when we were here. That wall is new. So it's coming along nicely. We spoke to the brother of the boss, his name's Theo, last week, and he told us it's 2 or 3 months away. Towards the back end of the season, it's going to open. And just so you understand, this bar doesn't just cater for tourists. A lot of locals come here all year round, so it'll probably stay open until late November. Labu, what have you got to say?
Moscow Avenue.
It is like Moscow Avenue. It's getting busier and busier.
One after another.
Yeah, it is getting busier and busier. There's a lot more going on Bar Street this year than ever before. There's a lot of people refurbing their bars, a lot of people looking at acquiring their bars. So there's the Bubbles Bar. That guy's in charge of security. We've spoken to him once or twice before. He's quite a nice guy. So his job is to protect the place from theft in the daytime. There's the Flyers Bar. One of the busiest bars again on Bar Street. Absolutely huge, as you can see. It starts here and works all its way down to the extension to the side there. And then that is, as we call it, the Boogie Woogie 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 Boogie Woogie Woogie Karaoke Bar.
What are you going to sing for me, Mr. Paul?
I will sing for you Up Where We Belong.
What?
Up Where We Belong. It's a song called Up Where We Belong, because I believe that we should be right up there with Mike Umbaru, Ben from Balder Bankrupt. He's got 3.5 million subscribers, and I'm wondering why we've only got 350. But anyway, there we go. Doesn't matter.
368.
368 and counting. Excellent, wonderful. There we go. I've just been updated. So there's the little church across the road. Very quaint, very tranquil. There's some tourists walking around, wondering what is this thing doing on this busy, busy Bar Street. And it is strange, but we understand that that church was there a long, long time before. Now, that's open and that's open. Look at that. So we are bringing you the news as it happens. Look at that. Let's go and have a quick look. So it's pretty obvious that they are getting this bar ready. That is for sure. There it is. There's some shishka pipes. So my mechanic would be happy if he came down here, because that's all he ever seems to do. Yes, us. Look at that. Very, very nice. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that lovely? So on a colder night, they chuck a little bit of, well, whatever they want to chuck. Bit of human flesh maybe. Set it on fire. Soon warms up, that's for sure. Thank you very much. So that bar has opened. And over here is a travel place. Look at that. So they specialise in local travels. They can even take you to Disneyland if you want. Look at that. There's a poster for Mickey Mouse. So, if you want to go somewhere on your travels, while you're on Bar Street, pop in there, have a little chat, and she'll book you to go wherever you want to go. Now, there was some concern about this place, because we were told by Mr. Luke and Mr. Naomi, who are still here, that this place was not open on Saturday night. So that would mean that the boss lied to us, because he told us that he was going to be open last weekend. Anyway, Labu?
First of all, people's plans can be changed because we're all human beings. And as I understand, you may not always keep your word.
Well, I think we may find that perhaps he planned to open, because there was a lot of rewiring and lights going up. Those are new fans, that's definite. That's no ifs or buts. And we may find that perhaps planning permissions or licenses were not in place, and perhaps he was prevented from opening, because at the moment in Paphos, Michael Umberra, the mayor, is very, very strict. He doesn't want the place to go back to, should we say, uncivilised. Although on Bar Street, to be honest, on most evenings, it's pretty uncivilised. So there you go, that's the Robin Hood pub. One of the busiest pubs in the whole of Paphos district, that's for sure. Labu?
This Robin moves all the time. She says, take one.
Take one.
Sometimes he's in the entrance, sometimes he moves.
He's quite a short man though, isn't he? Kind of looking. He's definitely a bit short. There he is. There is Mr. Robin Good, as Labu calls him, and he says, take one of these. So that's giving you a list of their special offers or whatever they have on. Football, so it says, live entertainment, etc., etc.
Do you think this is how Robin Good was looking like?
Well, that's how he is depicted in the movies Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Whether he looked like that, who knows?
Who knows?
Who
But
knows?
I find him very pretty man. Smart.
Very smart man, yes?
Yes. Is this
Well, he's certainly got a couple of bob, that's for sure. Because that's how he made his
lovely
name.
characters on the face?
Lovely characters, right. Okay, let's pop down this little street here, and then this street will take us down to the plage. Labu, you're on the wrong side, that's for sure. So, there we go. She's now corrected herself. There she is. In blue today, Labu, I must say. You, got a lot of blue on.
Why do you see the blue, Mr.
Well,
Trump?
your shoes got a bit of blue, your jeans are blue, your top's got a lot of blue, and there is a touch of blue in your hat as well. So, she is following the theme.
My eyes was blue.
She wants blue eyes. In fact, I have bought her some blue eyes, and now and again she wears them. You're thinking, what? Contact lenses.
Next time I'll wear them.
You're going to wear them? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. And today, just to let the Payne brothers know that I'm not going to attack their wallets that much when they arrive, I've been shopping today, and I brought a brand new wardrobe full of blue. I brought, how many have I bought? 8 t-shirts, all in navy blue. And they're all in slightly different colours, so if you look very, very carefully, you might notice I bought some new blue jeans, I bought some new blue chinos, I bought some new blue trainers, I bought some new blue socks. As you like. I like a bit of blue.
I like many other colours. except
Yes,
blue.
she does. She's trying to get me to drift into some other colours. But, well, I like blue. Anyway, one of these days, I'll let the booth take me shopping for a change, as opposed to she takes me. What am I trying to say? Normally she takes me shopping, but I pay.
This is how it has to be for the real gentleman.
Yeah.
You must.
Did you hear that, Simon? Jeremy? Did you hear that? For a real gentleman, when you take Miss LaBouche shopping, you have to have your flexible friend and lots of cash.
In our
Otherwise, she
culture,
gets
this is
upset.
No, I will not get upset. Honestly, I understand if somebody shows money, and you know me well, I'll just spend a couple of thousand. That's
Yeah,
it.
definitely.
In a minute.
Luckily,
In a
Simon
minute.
and Jeremy are not short of money.
I'm
They're now
joking.
shaking in their boots as I say that. But we know they're not short of money. They're from, well, good stock, should we say. Anyway, stick with us. We are going down past the Pinguino's restaurant to the left. There it is. Great place to get some gourmet food, a snack, a coffee, or a beer. And then there we have the Mavros Leather Shop, which is a very, very high quality boutique. It sells a bit of clothing, mainly leather jackets, belts, wallets and handbags. And they are quite expensive, but as I said, the quality is top notch. It's a nice fountain. So this is the road from, we're now joining the Pasidonius Avenue, which is the road that comes from the hotels and then joins and links up to the promenade in downtown Kato, Paphos. Let's try and get across the road. Let's hope that this man won't run us over. He decides to let us go. Thank you. Even though we went on the zebra crossing, he decided to let us go. What a nice man. So we are now about to join to the promenade, and you will see a view to die for. There's some workmen rapidly working to create this new sunbathing area on the front. And as you can see, if you've been watching back in our videos, we've been trying to show you the progress. Slowly but surely, it is becoming a work of art. And I think that will be a very, very nice addition to the Paphos Promenade. Right, go on a boo. Let's get down the harbour and see what's going on. Because you understand that's what you actually want to see. You want to see the beauty and the splendour. There's a fishing and diving shop, a kiosk. Unfortunately a closed business, but something's going on, that's for sure. Something is going on. It's all open. Then you've got an optician's. You've got quite an expensive jeweller selling jewellers and watches. You've got the shop that Mr. Payne and Mr. Payne, that's Jeremy and Simon, keep threatening to take us to.
I don't like that shop.
You don't like that shop?
No.
Why? It's not expensive enough.
No, it's not. It's
not for you.
I don't know how to explain, but as we say, you can see from the vitrine if you're gonna go and buy inside in the shop things.
So basically, it's not for her. Anyway, there's the Chloe's restaurant. There's a pharmacy, and there's the Ocean restaurant, which is, well, it split itself up into about 5 different restaurants if you study the signs, from fish to Greek to Italian to, well, continental, international cuisine. And then there's an ice cream shop, and then another restaurant, and then another diamond shop, which appears to be open, so we'll keep going. So stick with us. We are now entering the most beautiful part of the whole of the Paphos district. It's where the promenade converges with the sea, and the sea today is blue, and the sky today is blue. I'm in blue. The touching receiver the booth. All that's missing, she lost her cue. All that's missing is
diamond shop to be open.
She's obsessed with diamonds. All that's missing is
you.
Right, she got there in the end, but as usual, if you can follow the channel, Miss Touching receiver the booth tends to think about which shop she can go into and what she can buy. So I'm warning you now, Jeremy, and I'm warning you now, Simon, if you offer to take her shopping, well, I've warned you, that's for sure. You are in serious trouble of a word called B, and I don't mean Ben. Yeah? You may both be bored like I am, but I am on the verge of bankruptcy, and I can promise you, you take her shopping and you both will be bankrupt, that's for sure. Let's show you the view, and Receiver booth has gone down to the rocks. Look at that for a view. Absolutely spectacular. So there you go. No, you can't. Yeah. You're going to get wet feet in a minute, the booth. Why don't you come back to that rock, 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 and then to that rock. Otherwise, you're going to get very, very wet feet.
I'm already wet.
Are you going to go to that rock over there? I'll just show you the view. Absolutely spectacular day today. So if you're looking for somewhere to go on your holidays, whether it be for a weekend, it's not that far, a week, a fortnight, or the rest of your life, we understand we've got competition, but Paphos is absolutely spectacular. It's got a vibe, it's got a tranquility, crime is very low, drugs are non-existent unless you go hunting for them, obviously, and the Sochi Receiver booth is about to get wet. Jump of a panther. There you go, LaBouffe. What have you got to say?
Hello. No.
You've done that bit.
Okay. Which is the antonym of the word hello. Bye-bye,
Bye-bye.
everybody. Thanks for watching. We love you too. We are happy that we are with you.
So all that's left for me to say is thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit the like and click and subscribe. And please come back for some more of our madness. LaBouffe is monkeying around.
You can take her anywhere.
You can't take her anywhere. And one of these days. Come on, LaBouffe. Let's get back up, because otherwise the people are going to get bored and click off and go and watch Ben crumble and bankrupt. Here we go. That was one of my views. I've spoiled you. Thanks for watching.
I'm going to send you to Wales.
Yeah? You're off back to Shanghai if you're not careful.